Welcome to the 2016-2017 Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association Women's Basketball Championships. The final game, the historical game, as the Lethbridge College Kodiaks take on Dawson. Now, Dawson is from Montreal, and they have in Montreal history the oldest regular basketball league in the world at the YMCA. They have the strong tradition of history. With the Lethbridge Kodiaks, 11 championships they've won, or 11 medals they've won in the CCAA. So for a piece of history, we're going to now head to our commentators, Kira and Michael, for their gold medal call action.
Thanks so much, CJ. I'm Michael Menzies, joined by my partner, Kira Lyons. We've been with you all tournament long. This is 13 of 13 matches, and now we hand out what everyone's been buying for, the gold medal. In this one, we got the Lethbridge Kodiaks against the Dawson Blues. Lethbridge beat Montmorency on the way here as the Dawson Blues took down the hometown NAIT Oops yesterday. So, interesting battle here. Lethbridge is going to have to battle their second straight Quebec team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty interesting matchup. They're both really young teams, which is really exciting for this league. No fifth years on either squad. And I'm really interested to see how Dawson's athleticism deals with the smothering press and defense of the Kodiaks. I mean, it's going to be a fast-paced game up and down the floor. Both sides, both teams like to run, and they score a ton and take a ton of shots.
Well, here's the Dawson Blues starting lineup. Anenza, Barquois, Boudreau. Boudreau was electric last game against the NAIT Oops. Mary Barouette and Marchowski. Marchowski will try to find her form again from beyond the arc as she was just mistiming some of her shots last game. Those Dawson Blues really feisty, but they'll have to deal with the daunting big three of Lowry, West, and Monks.
Yeah, last game, Sunder West with 23, Logan Monks with 22, and Emma Lowry 21. So, I mean, any one of those girls could go off, and not to take away from Amy Arbin and Amanda Lee, who are incredible complementary to those three as well. It's kind of a pick your poison sort of situation with that starting lineup.
Absolutely. They will have to pick their poison, and the Blues will have to work as hard as they ever have in this tournament. As you mentioned, the Kodiaks love to run the floor. That's how Alberta basketball is played in the South.
Especially, yeah, in the South, I was just going to say.
But let's throw it to the in-house PA and the starting lineup announcements.
For the Lethbridge Kodiaks, a second year from Clearfield, Utah, number 23, Amy Arbin. A third year from Raymond, Alberta, number 8, Sunder West. A third year from San Francisco, California, number 7, Amanda Lee. A fourth year from Lethbridge, Alberta, number 22, Emma Lowry. And a second year from Croxton, Alberta, number 10, Logan Monks. Head coach Brad Karen. Now would you please rise and remove your hats and welcome Casey Wells to sing Oh Canada.
Oh Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command, car ton bras s'est porté les pays, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, can
The Lethbridge Kodiaks went undefeated this year, so if the Dawson Blues want the gold medal, they'll have to put the first L in the column for the Kodiaks.
Yeah, what an incredible season, getting all the way to the gold medal without a loss. That does not happen very often, and I guarantee that that's on their minds, that they don't want the first L of the year to come tonight.
The Lethbridge Kodiaks fans have traveled up here to Edmonton to cheer their on, but right behind us, Montmorency conference rivals are supporting their foe, the Dawson Blues. The toss is won by the Blues, and it's Boudreau. Boudreau into the post and quickly stolen by Lowry, who was player of the game yesterday.
Yeah, she had an absolutely incredible game yesterday. She's so dangerous everywhere. Defensively, offensively, you name it, she's good at it.
Monks slipping by, blocked. Lowry, second chance, blocked again. 2 early blocks for the Blues.
And that is one thing here that Lethbridge is going to have to adjust. Dawson, very athletic, very long, and Lethbridge hasn't really faced a player like Farquhar quite yet, so they're going to have to do a few adjustments inside as they are a little bit mismatched.
Aneza, watched by Sunder West. Farquhar with the yellow shoes, puts it inside, stolen. West strips Barouette, over to Arbin, Amy Arbin. Pulls up, back to West, flips sides to Lee. Dribble handoff, West, deep 3. Ooh. Way off, but off of the hands of Marchowski. Thunder West has been Johnny on the spot all tournament, but had that one go way off.
And you know, I take back what I just said, having not faced a player like Farquhar. They did play Montmorency, that went completely over my head. And an incredibly athletic and long team, so it's not like Lethbridge hasn't faced an opponent like that.
And the ball's going the other way, another turnover by the Kodiaks. So the Dawson Blues have come to play here. The Kodiaks have been able, in both their games, to blitzkrieg their opponent in many ways. Blues sticking to it, that's to their credit, although Boudreau fumbles that one a few times. They'll stick with the Blues.
Yeah, one thing that the Kodiaks really bring is just a pace that teams so far have not been able to match.
Aneza, jumper good. Sorel Aneza, the nice shot. She only stands 5'7".
She had some big threes yesterday in the semi as well for the Blues.
West for 3, no good, tapped up, secured by Boudreau. Flipping it around, Aneza for 3, no good, pops up to Lowry, who will hand it off to West. I think Lethbridge needs to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not uncommon for these games to start off a little bit chaotic, tough to score. Everybody's really amped up, a lot of adrenaline pumping right now.
Help defense, but a foul called. But the foul will be on Marchowski.
So we're going to take a look at the foul here as Arbin drives middle past Marchowski.
And it wasn't called on Boudreau, it was on Marchowski. Tight call. It's the first one of the game. So we're off and running here. Nice tap away by Aneza as it goes right into our area.
Ooh, I thought that went off Aneza's knee.
It will stick with the Blues. They might have got away with one there. Swung over to Boudreau. Farquhar driving.
Good D.
And really good defense. It'll go back to the Kodiaks. Checking in for the Blues, it's Ford. As Boudreau subs off.
We've got a second look here at the turnover by Farquhar. And just absolutely nowhere to go. Nice early.
Layup through the hole, Sunder West. So West settles herself down and gets the layup. And Aneza splits the D, but that's too many dribbles. Back the other way.
Yeah, a lot of good pressure from the Kodiaks, reaching in, getting those poaches, and that's what caused that double dribble there, is just pressure from all angles.
West to lead. Screen set by Lowry. They get a switch. Arbin pulls it out a little bit. Arbin, flip shot, foul called.
Yeah, I think she got her on the hand when she tried to pass it. So we're going to take a second look at her foul. She picks up her second. She goes up for the pass. Yeah, just got her on the arm there with her left hand.
So 2 quick fouls to her final. Arbin.
Nice cut.
Lee, extra pass.
Oh.
Arbin.
Oh, wow. Not the shot you want there. Turn your shoulders out the baseline and put it off the glass, but she makes it anyways.
And Farquhar has it all congested. Ford moving through, in and out, no good. Ball loose. They kick it out. Aneza for 3. In and out again. Another offensive board, and that bump will cost the Kodiaks in the way of a foul.
Yeah, they've definitely got to hit a body and push them out below, because if they decide to jump with the Dawson Blues, it is not going to end up well for the Kodiaks. So they've really got to get low and push them out of there on the boards.
Ford, and hands in the way. And Arbin will get the call. So now 2 team fouls aside.
We've got a second look here at the Arbin foul.
And a quick steal by Arbin, who leads Sunder West. West lays it in. So West has all 4 Kodiak points. Trap set by Monks. They reverse. Ford into Owusu. Aneza. Under 10 to shoot.
And just to correct you, Arbin has a bucket as well.
Good correction.
And another player to really watch out for on this Dawson Blues team is Ford. She has an absolutely beautiful shot and has been very dangerous for the Blues down the stretch. So although she doesn't start, she is definitely a threat for the Blues.
Sry checks in quickly for Aneza. As Lee threw it right off of Owusu. Strebel will throw it in. Lead pass, dangerous. Monks tracks it down, in and out. Logan Monks, the ACAC player of the year, suicide pass. And the whistle goes. It's a clock issue. The referee's conference. Our scorekeeper Wheels here, working his second Nationals tournament. He's a veteran, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, been here 15 years and was here in, I think it was 2003 when the men posted their Nationals, so he's definitely been around the block.
Forks subs out. And they put 17 on the shot clock.
Not sure how that works, because they should, there we go, yep.
So now they put 19.
2 seconds to get it over.
They gotta send it. They do.
Ooh, that was close.
Very close, could have made a case. There's gonna be a blocking foul here as Barrowette came barreling in.
I think that might have been an 8-second. That was, that was tight.
It was confusing. They put 19 on the clock as we take another look at this, but took a few seconds to get over. So that's a good take.
Clipped her.
Strebel is involved in a lot of controversial plays. She certainly was in the Montmorency game, where she came crashing to the floor several times.
Yeah, taking a pretty good elbow from Jill there. early in the game, which led her to be sacked for quite some time.
Sunder West out and running. And loose ball rolling about. It's going to stick with the Kodiaks. Bobois checks in for Barouette. So that was a holy roller down there. Amanda Lee.
Nice, beautiful
flips it
floater.
in. Lead pass for Sry. Sry picks it up in a tough spot. Back to Sry.
Press did a good job taking a large chunk off the clock, forcing Dawson to take a low shot clock.
3 in the key called on Farquhar.
Yeah, like I've said it before, a lot of the times a press isn't meant to get a steal. It's kind of a bonus. The big thing is taking a lot of time off, throwing off the offensive rhythm and flow so that when they do get across, time is limited and they have to take some rush shots or shots that they're not comfortable with.
Lowry, nice pass to West, who couldn't quite add the angle. Lee for 3. No good, and a nice board there by Owisu. Quickly up to Farquhar. Pulls up, no good. Pretty easy board there.
Yeah, it looked like some of the Kodiaks were a little bit confused as to where the ball was.
Sry driving, nice dish. Hook shot, no good. Off the hands of Owisu and out of bounds.
Kodiaks are really gonna have to bear down and hit somebody on those boards because they're gonna start to get those second chances and putting them in. They're trying to jump with them right now, and the Blues are just so much taller and more athletic in that fashion, so they need to be careful.
Ekagabuazi and Aneza check in, the 2 6s for either team. Ekagabuazi looked like a travel.
She got away with the travel there.
Off and running for the Blues.
Good play.
Sunder West jumped it, dribbled it off the foot, rolling around, travel called right on the Luke's logo.
Not sure why Montmorency's booing right now. She clearly rolled around. But
Farquhar will take a rest.
So you can see here.
She had to give a bounce pass, and then after the intercept,
you can see right there and roll, complete roll.
Lowry stuck with it. Swung back to Lowry. 3-point shot, no good. Tapped around.
Oh, good hustle.
Strebel gets there first. Lowry travels. Too many quick steps.
Yeah, just a little bit too anxious. Just needs to get it, calm down, and just kind of reset.
As we expected, high intensity and a quick pace to this one. Aneza to the left side, and they zed it over. Back to the top. 3-point shot, Boudreau, no good. Ball bouncing around, and Lowry's there. Ekagabuazi. Lowry, player of the game yesterday. And it's a jump ball called as Ekagabuazi hits the deck.
A lot of they're just unorganized right now on offense. They're not really sure what they're calling, what they're doing, and they need to settle in a little bit, I think, here.
See Lowry just fumbled the dribble and then a handoff, and help defense came. Again, Marchowski and Aneza in the same place there, into the post. Travel called. Plenty of turnovers here in this first quarter.
Yeah, on both sides. I mean, it's a good thing they both are. I think it would be one-sided here. It's kind of the nature of the game, though. You know, it's a big game. Both these teams are quite young.
Monks, no good.
And it's a big game, the biggest games of their careers. So.
Marchowski extra pass, swinging around, Barouette does a pirouette, Ineza, extra, Marchowski.
Great ball movement.
No good though, Marchowski struggles from range yesterday.
Good hustle, Kodiak defense, really getting out on everything, but good ball movement.
Jumper, good. Logan Monks, and it's 10-3. Boudreau. Back to Inez at the top. Crossover.
Nice
Euro step.
take.
And that one falls.
Beautiful.
10-5. Strebel. Takes it over half. Too many guards right now for the Kodiaks, and they're just crowding everything, and it's going to go the Blues' way.
Yeah, they're really struggling in this kind of neutral zone between the half line and the three. They just can't seem to penetrate past there very well right now, so they need to talk about it. Just set a screen, get open, just get it something so they can get their offense going, but right now they're getting stuck up top and really not getting any looks.
It's that aggressive man-to-man defense the Dawson Blues are using. 10-5 in the early going. Marchowski in and out again.
She was 1 for 11 or something like that last game. Oh,
Orphan
nice
on the
forward.
1 for 11 in the first half of their NAIT game.
So not afraid to shoot from the three, that's for sure.
Marchowski swings it. Farquhar, smooth release.
Very nice. Very tough to stop. 6'1", taking that jumper. That's a tough shot to defend.
Again, malfunction at the junction. Ekabugazi has Matheson, who doesn't get there. Second chance doesn't go. Loose ball. And finally a jump.
Need to put that in. Yeah, need to put that in.
Matheson did such a great job against the Douglas College Royals. Double-digit points and neutralizing their big player, Rachel Beauchamp.
Yeah, she was fantastic. Really adds a different look when she's on the floor.
Bounce pass inside.
There she goes.
And Matheson will go to the line. Foul called on Boudreau. So Matheson will have 2 shots. And Matheson hits the first. 13-7. Make it 14-7. Just over a minute to play in the first quarter. Ball bouncing out of bounds as Farquhar was met there by Arbin. No call. Montmorency very vocal behind us.
Pretty tough to make that call as she got ran over at the same time.
And here is a call as Ekabugazi has a quick whistle. That's the 4th team foul on the Kodiaks, as opposed to the 3 of the Dawson Blues, as Boudreau will take a rest. Ineza. Farquhar, cross court, skip. Marchowski, right back to her. 2 dribbles, kick for 3, that's off. Lowry.
Nice rebound.
Gets there, gotta get it out of there though.
Nice, good composure.
Outlet in Arbin. Arbin driving and tried to find Ekabugazi in the corner, couldn't do it. Bounce past the Ford. Swinging over, Ineza had the open look for 3, didn't take it. 14 on the clock. Marchowski, could have pushed off there in the free hand. Ford off the rim, no good. Put back opportunity, foul called. It will be 2 shots for the Blues.
Yeah, like I said, they need to nip this early. Don't allow for those second chance opportunities because they get inside there, and that's where Dawson has the advantage. Push them out, go clean up the boards, and don't allow for these second chance fouls.
Barouette in and out. Barouette, solid role player. can be quiet on offense, but does her work on the defensive end most of the time. Misses both. Standing rebound by Marchowski, but she flips it up right into the hands of Sunder West. Over 10 to play. Sunder West hands it off. Agabugazi driving, finding Arbin. Tough shot for Amy Arbin, who rises above the defense.
What a top shot there by Arbin. Fading, hand in her face at the buzzer. Wow, great shot.
16-7, Kodiaks lead the Blues through 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think, you know, like I said probably 4 or 5 times earlier, they need to take care of the boards on the defensive end, or that's going to get them into trouble. They picked up a couple fouls underneath there, and just something they need to talk about as a team.
Good dribble penetration kick to Eleanor. We can get that. We can get that. Get the ball inside. Establish something inside. Maybe go to the free throw line, and then things are going to start rolling. And when you get the ball inside, they're going to be collapsed. You guys are not ready outside to shoot. You got to be ready to shoot. Before you get the ball, you got to be ready to shoot. All right, let's do that. All right? Hey, make sure your passes now. Now, if you're trying to get it inside, I'm not saying to force it inside. All right, just play basketball, make smart, intelligent decisions. Let's go. Let's go, girl.
Trevor Williams, coach of the Dawson Blues, says it how it is, and he lays it out in simple terms for his team, and when he doesn't like something, he makes sure it's known to his players.
Yeah, and quite a different matchup here, the Blues, compared to playing the Ooks last night. I mean, last night the plan of the Ooks was to control the tempo, slow it down, make them play some set three-quarter court, but Lethbridge, completely different. They love to run the floor. They love having a high pace, and Dawson as well. You know, they don't necessarily run that many set plays. They just play basketball, as you heard their coach say, and it's an interesting matchup that way.
Aneza. Barouette goes inside. Farquhar.
Good D.
Lowry in there, rebounding, and a foul called. That foul called on
Barouette, I believe.
I thought the referee said 15, must have said 13, because there's no 15 out on the floor. It makes sense if it's Barouette. Sunder West, Lowry back
Nice
cut.
take.
And a beautiful lay-in.
Beautiful pass.
As Ford takes quite a tumble there at the end of that one. Aneza quickly over to Ford. Monks watching her. And Lee gets there, using the flight time of the ball to nearly intercept that pass. Farquhar will inbound. Aneza. Marchowski. Again into the post. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Barouette. Aneza. Not a lot of movement from the Blues. Ford, tough shot. Again, rebounded by the Blues, getting plenty of second chance opportunities. Tough shot, bouncing around, wrestling to the floor. Lowry's able to quickly relay it. Strebel, West to Lee. The Blues had the Kodiaks hemmed in their own zone, but nothing came of it. Sunder West, deep three. Yes!
Oh!
Sunder West, a healthy 3 steps behind the blue three-point arc. Hits it.
That's dangerous.
High skip pass to Marchowski. Marchowski, no good. Marchowski's gonna have to simplify her game.
Yeah.
The long-range shot is not there for her.
And hasn't been for a few days.
Monk's offensive foul. As Barouette was able to draw it. It was kind of a bang-bang play, one of those that could go either way.
So let's take a look at that again.
As Lee delivered the pass to Monks.
Oh yeah, no, she got there. Good hustle by Barouette to cut her off. Great defensive play.
Blues call timeout.
Just relax and make good basketball play. Share the ball and go strong to the basket. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. Whose ball? Whose ball is it? 1 minute. Whose ball is it? No, you're in, Terrell. Let's go. You're still in, Terrell. Go.
Just play basketball. Could be the mantra of the tournament for lots of these teams when they get the offense stalling. Just play basketball. Pretty stagnant the last few trips.
Yeah, and that's, I think a lot of times teams get caught up in this game, get caught up in trying to make the right decision, make the extra pass, do all these things. There's a lot of things running through your head, and you forget to trust yourself. And that's exactly what he means when he says just play basketball. They're good ball players. They know how to play. Trust your instinct, trust your teammates, and just go play.
Boudreau. Borg into the post, way over top, but a foul called.
Yeah, a little bit of a shove there from behind. I believe it's on Lowry. Yeah.
It's Lowry's second. So Lowry,
has to be careful.
She will have to be careful. Arbin as well has 2 fouls as Anenza subs off, and Lowry as well. Arbin back in. Blues will have it at the baseline. Barouette to Ford, into the corner, Boudreau. Nice drive, but nowhere to go as Logan Monks got all ball. Strebel, dangerous pass as Barouette tapped it, hit the bottom of the backboard. So it'll stay in the Kodiak zone. They will have 5 seconds to get it over half. Home run pass to Monks. Monks gets there. She'll take the shot. Would have been better served to just wait for her teammates.
Wait a little bit. I love the confidence, but you don't make that. It's automatically back the other way with no rebounders.
Borg inside. Farquhar, skip. Leaner, no good. Great offensive rebound, but Farquhar's got to get going here. She's missed a few jumpers, and that was a makeable and one attempt for her.
Yeah, very much. She had real good position over top of Strebel. She just needed to take her time and just put it off the glass.
And that one drops. Farquhar, that athletic centerpiece to the Blues. She misses the second.
Good rebound by Arbin.
Arbin finding Strebel. Strebel jumper, and it goes. The Kodiaks are a volume shooting team, and if they have any 6 inches of daylight, they're going to take it.
Yeah, and like we talked about before, with that green light comes a lot of confidence, and they're able to hit a lot of deep shots and just play. But at the same time, you get those shots, those contested no rebounder jumpers that don't always go in.
Dangerous pass, and Ford's going to get called on a cheap bailout foul. The Blues' last trip was really empty as Boudreau had the 3 go nowhere, and now this cheap foul.
At the foul, yeah, it's a 50-50 ball.
And the whistle goes again. It's an offensive foul. So the whistles are starting to go here. 4 fouls, 14 fouls on the Kodiaks so far, and we're just over 3 minutes played as opposed to the 2 of the Blues. Swinging it over, bounce pass inside, into the corner. That was Biango. Biango has seen limited action being used here. As Aneza will come back in for Biango. The Blues have lined up in this pattern for every baseline out of bounds. Here they'll flip it into Farquhar. Kicks it out to Barouette. That's a lazy pass. And Amanda Lee had her elbow up high there.
And took an elbow to the head.
A lot of contact there. Ref, no call. Farquhar, up fake.
Oh, nice.
Way too short on that one. Shot clock violation.
Somehow able to kind of fake that little, she took the ball and just kind of made a little circle with it, allowed the defense to fly by and give her a little bit of room to take the shot.
When she takes jump shots, they're really soft, but sometimes you just have to really snap your wrist and force the ball through the hoop.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was just a little too soft. She's got a really nice touch, and that was just a little soft around there.
Timeout, Kodiaks. Let's listen in.
Pull out and wait for everybody to get down unless you got a layup, all right? Bring it out. Don't turn it over. Don't give up your dribble, all right? Run Memphis, see if we can get something, see what happens. I want to see how their defense is when they put pressure, okay? All right, good job, guys. They do not get to 20 in this quarter, got it? We're at 23, let's get to 30, 35, got it? All right, here we go.
That's the Coach of the Year, Brad Caron, and we've noticed that throughout the tournament. He likes to give his team those little game within a game challenges. We saw it early on in the Douglas College game about limiting their opponents to a certain amount of points, and there's plenty of time here. He says he doesn't want the Blues to hit 20.
A definite reachable goal. They only scored, I don't even know how many they got in the first quarter, but it was less than 8, and so definitely a doable goal if they stick to the plan.
Neza better get this over half soon. She does. Ford. Back to Neza. Deep 2. Striebel the board.
She's lucky she came up with that. They're just going in and jumping. You have to go find somebody.
Monk's jumper in transition. Monk's trying to get in there. Striebel nearly took the 5th foul. Neza in the corner. Bianco travels.
Those jumpers with no rebounders in transition. I mean, I understand a couple, but you haven't scored in a little bit. Give yourselves a little bit better chance. If you miss, at least you have somebody there to rebound for you, but she's really not giving herself or her team a chance when she takes those.
Arbin over to Lee. Get a bit of a switch. Sunder West, deep 2, in and out.
Oh.
Tapped up.
Unfortunate. Monks had that one, and Striebel just kind of knocked it away.
Ford. Baseline. Nice find. Bianco. Extra pass. Somebody's got to take a shot here after all this passing. And again, an empty trip. Striebel looks around. Finds West. West gets to the heart of the defense. Bounce pass Striebel. Striebel goes down in a heap. Vanessa, Bianco, Farquhar. Deliver that pass. 2 seconds too late.
All she had to do was use that dribble to even take her defender a little bit wider. So use that dribble, take a step left, and then just literally drop it back for your teammate. But instead, she actually went a little bit closer with her dribble and then just fired a rocket at her, and she wasn't able to handle it.
Well, that's something Trevor Williams mentioned. If you're just playing basketball, you notice these sorts of things. You see your teammate, you hit them, but
give them as much space as you can and just drop it off. That's all she needed to do there.
Right now, things are not coming easy to Dawson, but they're only stuck 15 here. Lowry gets her own board. Leaner gets it to go.
Good hustle getting her own board. It always surprises me how many times shooters don't follow their shot. Nobody knows. Connects.
So Marchowski is able to hit from three-point land. Maybe that'll turn her game around. Monks in and out. Ekabugazi. Watched by Ford. Sunder West hits. They take so many shots.
They do. They really do. 69 in their last game.
Oisu just loses it out of bounds. Nobody really guarding her.
And like I was saying, when you follow your shot, nobody knows where that ball is going quite like you do. You know if it's short, you know if it's left, you know if it's right or if it's long. So as soon as you release it and you know it's not going in, follow it, get some speed, go after it, because you're the only one that truly knows. And a lot of girls don't follow their shot, and it's quite baffling sometimes.
Thunder West step back, and should be Dawson ball, and it will be. Bearwet back in. Markwell will take a rest. 28-11. Dawson's been sitting on these 4 Lethbridge team fouls for about 3 minutes, but really haven't been able to expose them. Aneza. Again, not a lot of movement here. Finally, the gears are in motion. Bearwet. Nice find for Ford.
Beautiful cut there by Ford.
Arbin up to Lowry, and Lowry sees plenty of daylight. She's going to take this all the way. Nice find.
Pass. Oh.
Blows. Oisu comes across, and Oisu will matriculate it over to Aneza.
Wow,
Aneza.
what a block.
Marchowski for 3. No good. That would have been a big 3 and a big momentum shift if hit, because Lowry had a great little pass there. Thunder West.
Oh, careful.
Dangles her way out of that one. Arbin had Lowry on Ford with the mismatch.
Good fight.
And still does, but she's out of bounds.
A good fight, a tough pass into Lowry, but kept her feet moving, kept position, was able to hold on, but I think it was either out of bounds or 3 seconds.
Markwell back in, Bearwet resting. Marchowski in for Aneza. Markwell needs to be a little more decisive with her plays, I think. She's taking a little bit too much time. Marchowski will pull. No good. Marchowski likes to shoot. And a huge block. Farquhar on Lowry.
You know, and that was...
And Karen in conversation with the referee. Karen is hot under the collar right now.
Yeah, let's take a look at this again here.
This was emphatic, and it looked like there could have been a call, perhaps.
Quite
difficult angle to tell.
Block, but you know what? Kodiaks end up
Lowry,
fit anyways.
Ball fake, but comes up short. Farquhar over to Marchowski, and she lays it in. Maybe that'll get the Blues game going. Ekabugazi swing over West, open 3. West off the nose of the rim.
Follow your shot.
Lowry will slow things down. Ekabugazi. 2 dribbles.
Nice take.
And a foul called.
It's too bad. She should have just, as soon as she felt that contact, just try and throw something up to get to the line. But instead, it's going to be on the pass, so it'll be on the baseline instead of free throws.
Ford will sub out. Boudreau back in. Arbin looking around. Back to the top for Monks. 3 Kodiaks in the area. Thunder West dangling. And a nice jumper there.
Nice shot.
She was able to wiggle-diggle her way in. Oisu, Boudreau, Aneza, Marchowski. Boudreau open 3, Rainbow. Loose ball, Boudreau gets her own. Farquhar, under a minute 30, West gets a touch on it, and she gets the ball. Arbin.
Wow.
And they'll be patient and wait for it, but Thunder West hitting the floor to make a play.
What a play.
Ekabugazi flips it in. Under 10 to shoot. Driving. Oh, a great steal there, but you can't get up after you're on your knees. So travel called.
Yeah, the slide was okay, so she got it on the floor and slid on her knees, and that's okay, but the second you get up, you have to put the ball on the floor first or it's a travel. Same thing with the roll.
Timeout called, 30-15. And maybe there's a lot more life to this game all of a sudden, but the deficit remains similar. Let's listen to Karen.
The other side.
Listen up, we got the inbounds play. What are we gonna run right here? Yeah, let's run our, like this, right? Got it? So which play is it? What do you guys call that?
Sorry.
Come through, this one comes through, it's a man-to-man.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Okay, run yeah. See if we can get a shot. All right, so the post can pin, we just step back, we should have an open shot if you're right. Let's try that one. If we don't throw it in, we're okay. Now, defensively, we take away anything to the middle. You gotta go. Guards, you gotta put pressure, but the opposite guard's not dropping back far enough. Make sure you drop all the way back to the middle. Got it? Okay, here we go. Kodiaks.
Coach of the Year, Brad Karen, in the Lethbridge huddle. 30-15, 1:03 left in the half. It's been tough sledding for the Blues, but the Kodiaks haven't taken the lid off of this one by any means. Monks driving.
Oh, yeah.
And foul called. Foul called on Boudreau. And Montmorency behind us are not happy about that call.
I don't think they've been happy about a single call, so I'm not surprised. It was the arm, got her on the arm. Like, if she would have just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a tough play, but it definitely interfered with her shot.
Monks has 4 points. A little quiet for her game. Boudreau and Sunder West denies that pass. Farquhar into the corner, give and go. And this is going to be an over and back, just a needless turnover.
Yeah, just feeling the pressure a little bit. That's what the Kodiaks do so well, is put the pressure on everywhere. And Dawson Blues having a tough time handling it.
And a couple subs. Barouette will come back in. Barchowski out. As well as Owisu in. Arbin, right in front of us, nearly threw it off West and on the bounds, but West did well to catch up with it. West, deep three. And it's gonna stick with the Kodiaks. You never know when West is gonna pull up and shoot.
No, it's very hard to tell. Really quick release, loves to shoot it off the dribble. And she's got a green light, so she's gonna be able to take it whenever she feels.
Monks.
Speaking of a green light. Oh, wow.
And Ekabugazi went right to the summit to get that board.
Wow, she's got some hops.
She got up there.
Wow. That really surprised me.
But she couldn't come down with it, unfortunately. And Arbin steps in front of that one. Pass just not there. Sunder West. Lethbridge can have the last shot if they want it. Ekabugazi over to Monks. Monks driving. No call. And tripped up and foul called. So the Blues will finally use all these team fouls. Lethbridge is racked up and go to the line.
That was dangerous. They kind of locked knees if you watch here. Oh, that's dangerous for both. They're lucky they came out of that uninjured.
Ekabugazi extended the hand right away to pick up Owisu, who misses the free throw. Dawson Blues have gone to the line a few times, but have not connected on these free throws. A theme for many teams at this tournament. Hits the second. 0.8 left. And that's the end of the first half. 32-16 at the end of 20 minutes.
So we've got a little bit of a highlight pack here from the first half. 32-16. Kodiaks lead the Blues, but yesterday up 19. You know, they talk about how they can get a little bit lax, and so hopefully here tonight they won't.
Well, Montmorency was able to battle back. The Blues are going to have to make a lot of halftime adjustments as Sunder West is quite hot. She has 12 points.
And a nice take there by her.
As well, extra pass there. We kind of said it was a little scary live.
It was,
looked
yeah.
nice there.
Tough shot, but she was able to connect. And Monks with the nice jumper.
And again, West stepping back.
A nice pass to Arbin. Arbin as well, having a fantastic game, playing great defense, picking up some boards and scoring some big points as well.
And Emma Lowry had to sit for a little bit in the half, so she picked up 2 early fouls, but she follows her own shot there.
Monks to West. West not afraid to shoot from anywhere at any time on the floor.
And there, that great steal as well.
I don't know how she kept that in.
So you can see a lot of Lethbridge highlights, and that's no favoritism as we get the stats delivered. The Dawson Blues struggling so far to connect.
Yeah, really struggling beyond the arc. They are shooting 9% from the 3. That is just, ooh, that hurts.
They'll have to make some halftime adjustments here as it's a little low scoring for both these teams. Trevor Williams, forward the coach for the Mystics early on in the tournament. Trevor Williams, I'm sure he'll be a little animated and lay it out for his team as Lethbridge College leads 32-16 in this, the gold medal match. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Ever watch TV and said to yourself, I could do that? Well, you can. As part of its community access programming, Shaw TV is looking for volunteer-run, community-produced short segments and shows. Create your own program, your ideas, your vision, on television. Bring us your proposal, sell us on it, and we'll train you and your crew, providing the professional equipment you need to make your ideas reality for free. Everyone is welcome. Get involved in making your own community program. See where it takes you.
We've been fed a lie that hard work is enough. We use something more powerful. Creativity. It starts new religions, defies the status quo, reinvents routine. When we unleash our creativity, that makes all the difference.
This year we have over 110 employers who are participating. Every year we also have about 5,000 to 6,000 students that attend.
I think it's just the excitement. Once you tell them what you're taking, they're like, oh, we have those kinds of jobs here and we can hire here and this is the website.
I think maybe it's the direct contact that you get with the vendors. You're speaking directly with HR representatives and project coordinators and people that can remember your name and your face and you know, someone you can contact directly at the company.
Yeah, I was just over at one other booth over there, and they said about 20 to 25 student positions. So, and that's amazing just for one company to offer that many.
You know, as we continue to stay busy, even in these slower economic times, we are looking for top-notch talent all the time to come aboard and join our team and be an asset to our team.
We've hired right from the career fair. We've taken resumes and hired from that, and then also just online, we've been able to attract students, that sort of thing.
I'm impressed with the scope, the number of employers you have here spread out throughout the entire campus. There's great engagement from all of the students.
Do some research beforehand, figure out who's going to be in the audience, kind of where you want to take your skill set, and go to the company's website and figure out what they do and what they hire.
It's a great way to face-to-face, put a face to the name on those resumes, put a face to the name of those student lists that we get from department chairs and programs.
I really love seeing the engagement between students and employers. Students are coming away with some renewed hope about finding something when they're done, and new opportunities because they're seeing companies that they have never seen before and know that now they have maybe optional pathways once they graduate.
Hi guys, I'm Douglas Mitchell. I'm with Edmonton Unplugged. Now we're a local show in Edmonton that likes to showcase the talent that is around. You come on our show, you play.
Let's rock around the mountain one more time.
Do a little interview.
So he was dating my sister.
I need that look in your eyes.
Either way, if you'd like to be on our show, we would like you to get a hold of us at info@edmontonunplugged.com. And we will listen because we care.
Watch Edmonton's spirit of generosity in action. Galas and Giving on Shaw TV, shining a spotlight on our community's charity scene.
This is going to change the way palliative care is.
Dressing up, changing lives.
These are phenomenal events for a whole host of reasons.
Coming together for a brighter future.
I'm Heidi Johansson, inviting you to watch Galas and Giving only on Shaw TV.
Would you like to donate to Edmonton's Food Bank?
Would you like to donate to Edmonton's Food Bank? Girl Guides are coming to many neighborhoods.
So please, help Edmonton's Food Bank with non-perishable food items.
Please support the Girl Guides Hike for Plenty food drive.
At NAIT, our success is Alberta's success. We're 190,000 alumni strong. Our hands-on technology-based learning ensures our graduates are ready. Discover the promise, the vision, the spirit, the passion, and the power of a leading polytechnic. We're growing NAIT for a growing Alberta. We are essential to Alberta.
You probably know that the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation raises money to fund excellence at the Stollery. But what does excellence look like? Excellence is caring for some of Canada's sickest children, attracting and retaining the brightest medical minds from around the world, and being global leaders in critical care technology, research and innovation, and family-centered care. A child's medical journey can be complex and expensive. Because you care enough to give, you make excellence possible at the Stollery. Excellence is donors like you.
I'm Doug Roxburgh, and Shaw TV is coming to where you live. We're going to speak with local representatives to find out what makes their community a great place to live.
Stay connected with NR92. We're on social media just like you.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Get the latest updates on campus radio.
NR92. Connect with us.
Not just the shots, the blocks, the hits, insight, color, background.
Catch your Nate Ooks play-by-play weekend starting at 6 on NR92.
The game and more.
History only happens once. Be at the right place when it does. The Pint. Eat, drink, repeat.
This is a private club. Nobody can join the club unless they are a hockey alumni. So bring back some of that camaraderie they experienced when they played.
Well, I started coaching in '68. We had a kind of a neat schedule. Our practice started at 12 midnight till 2 a.m. at an arena called St. Mary's, which is in the North End. My biggest challenge is I was the youngest person on the team. I was in my early to mid-20s when I was coaching, and most of the players at NAIT tend to be a little bit older. I think in our first year I don't think we won a game, but we turned that around pretty quickly in about 3 or 4 years.
So Garnet was instrumental in me joining the team and the successes I had at NAIT, not only in hockey but also in the school program. And there was great excitement in '73 when I joined the team, is that this new arena was just built. So this was the first year that hockey was played in this rink. And that created a new routine for the team, and I think I got more respect for the team on behalf of the student body.
I'd say I grew up. You go back to the days with my dad, and hanging out with my dad, just a rink there. And then just all my NAIT network and connection was part of my playing development and a major part of my coaching development. The NAIT men's basketball team hosted the national championship in basketball at NAIT. The very same day, the NAIT basketball team won their championship at about 5 or 6 in the evening. The gym emptied out, everybody packed the rink, and the men's hockey team won the championship that night.
The ties in hockey are ones that mean the most in terms of your advancement and development, and certainly the ties that I have with NAIT are the foundation for where I'm at today. It's been a tremendous experience for me. It was a great 14 years. It didn't hurt that we had a winning culture and a winning environment. I was very, very fortunate to work with some terrific players. And what's maybe the most pleasing for me is to sit back today and look at how successful some of those players are, in the business world.
An education and having a good career starts with a good school. What a better combination to become a leader, play hockey and go to school, get the proper education, have a great hockey experience, and prepare you for the next step to what life brings to you. When you play here, there's that feeling. I'm 20 some odd years removed, and I still get kind of excited to be in the dressing room. It's just, I'm a part of an exclusive record.
Well, that was one of the highlights of the special season where we were undefeated, and then the Ronald McDonald Cups, as they were called. Yeah, that was great. The team was we were pretty high that day, and seeing all the fans in there and even the mascots were going at it. It was just a great experience. It was a great feeling to play. And
having fun here tonight, I'll tell you.
But the reality of it is you're a new.
Welcome back as we're just about to get the second half underway. 32-16, the Lethbridge Kodiaks leading the Dawson Blues so far. Kodiaks had a similar lead in their last game. Sunder West hits a big three to start the half.
Setting a precedent early, but yeah, like you were talking about, they had a 19-point lead yesterday in the semi, and didn't give up.
Travel called.
But did ease up a little bit, allowing them to get back into the game. So I'm sure today that's something that's on their minds about, twisting the knife a little bit and keeping the pace going.
Sunder West, 15 points. Over to Arbin. Arbin into Monks. She's got room.
Nice pass.
And Monks makes it a 21-point lead. The Blues better collect themselves soon, or it could get out of hand. Aneza, dribble drive, short. Marchowski with the follow. The Blues are going to have to establish a hot hand and figure out who's going to be their go-to player down the stretch.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying a lot of things. Nice pass.
Lowry, unlucky. Boudreau, 2-on-2, takes it out. Marchowski for three. Got to go glass from that angle, so it wasn't close. Bricks, Marchowski with it. Aneza, open look for three.
Too much time.
Again off the glass. And three in the key called.
That's one thing that Lethbridge actually does really well is as soon as they come down with a board and they bring it below like head height, they're reaching in and trying to get at it because they know the second that the Dawson Blues put it above their head, it's a tough ball to get at without fouling.
The Blues wanted a jump ball there. They did not get it. Monks now stops up. Arbin on the run. Arbin. Too easy
Pretty
right now.
good early help there by Aneza, but her positioning was just a little bit too low. She needed to come up the lane a little bit to stop that drive, and Arbin just split it easily.
Boudreau, nice up fake. Boudreau was the big scorer for the Blues against NAIT. Sunder West for three. Sunder West. 18 points.
Oh my goodness, when she gets some confidence and a little bit of space, no telling where she's gonna hit that from next.
Farquhar into pirouette. Boudreau, ball stalling. Farquhar creating a little room for herself with that elbow, and that's what Monks was indicating. The whole crowd kind of gasped, wanting a call. The refs let it go. Lee, bounce pass, Monks from the baseline.
Oh, they are just feeling it right now.
Kodiak's offense is flowing. Marchowski met by Arbin. Arbin pulls up. No good. Could have gotten a better shot, looked like.
That one I don't mind as much. They've had a few in transition.
Marchowski hits. We're trading fire here to start the half.
Going back to Arbin's jumper, that one I don't mind as much as the other ones because they have scored a few. They're feeling it a little bit, so that's not so bad.
West off the rim.
It's more when you haven't scored in a while and then take those contested threes with no rebounders that it becomes a problem.
Boudreau. Aneza wide open three.
Too much. Nice shot. They're giving them too much space here at the line. Marchowski and Aneza both wanting to shoot that three. You gotta close that gap and contest.
West Watch by Ineza. Inside, Arbin. No good. Barouette bounce pass. The Blues are off and running again. Ineza 2-on-1. Pull up, good. Ineza establishing herself here in this second half. She has 9 points.
Yeah, Kodiaks really need to get back and organize themselves on defense. They're running back to space instead of to a player, and it's allowing.
Oh, foul called. And Lee will go to the line. She really worked the pivot foot there. But I'm a little surprised to see that call.
Yeah, it was a tough angle for us to see from here, but it wasn't favorable from the crowd, that's for sure.
Lethbridge calling timeout, and I'm sure Karen isn't happy about those loose defensive trips which allowed Sorel and Enza to score.
So let's take a look at the Dawson timeout.
We got up to 20 points and you guys quit playing defense.
All right, trap the good handoff. But the other two girls, right? When you see the trap, right? You got to be alert and know where the next pass is going and steal the ball. But we're just letting them dribble handoff, like switch it, right? But maybe one time, try a trap. Try a trap. You can get the trap. All right, let's go.
Williams just continuing to encourage his team to think ahead and think about the next play, how you can, instead of reacting to what the Kodiaks are doing, then maybe jumping the play and forcing the issue a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lee hits the first. As we've come out guns a-blazing here in the second half, 46-30. Lethbridge has scored 14 points. Dawson has scored 14 points in just over 4 minutes. Dawson chance, rain out behind us. Farquhar, skip pass.
Nice read.
Arbin was reading the mail there. She stops up, extra, West, back to Arbin, hits.
Oh man, every time they take those, my heart just stops a little bit, but they do it confidently, and that's a big part of those.
Arbin likes that short corner shot. Ineza. Uda Boudreau. Farquhar driving.
Good help.
Fade away off the rim. Ford. Nice putback.
Good help by Matheson, but they need to have better rotations and coming down there to help out on the board. She had great position, contested that shot really well, and unfortunately they weren't able to come up with the board.
Back to 16. West stalling off the hands of Lee. West, that's deep. Oh, it looked good for a second there. Blues are going to get on their horse. Farquhar, pass, tapped out by Lowry.
And West not showing any fear of the length and athleticism of Farquhar on that last shot. She was deep and Farquhar was not that far away, but she decided to let it rip anyways.
She also doesn't break a sweat. She's played every second of this game so far.
And the last one as well. She played 40 minutes.
And this will be a jump ball.
Her and Emma Lowry played 40 minutes the last game, and Logan Monks played 37. So at a high pace that they play at, you know that they're in good enough shape that they can keep it up.
Marchowski, deep, cheesy two. Matheson reaches high to get the board. Sunder West now. Slicing. With a loose pass. Bugazi to Strebel. Strebel from the short corner.
They're very good at finishing broken plays. Probably one of the best that I've seen, especially here in this tournament. A lot of balls get tipped and touched and rolled kind of all over the place, and somehow they come up with it and take a composed shot, and it's actually really impressive.
Foul there on Strebel. So Strebel in limited minutes has already picked up 3 fouls. Marchowski, a rifle to Farquhar. Ineza, runner. She goes to the floor. Marchowski has it. wrestling for it, and jump ball.
I actually thought Ineza was going to fake the shot and throw it down underneath to Marchowski because I saw her look at her and she thought about it and she was pretty open actually underneath, so if she would have, I think that would have worked out.
It's Lethbridge ball. As we're just waiting for the referees to get set. Whistled in. And it's Thunder West. They put Farquhar on her. Thunder West in the middle of the defense.
Nice
gets there,
forward.
Matheson. They missed the travel, but ball goes out of bounds. So it will be Blues ball. Boudreau. Up the left side. Finding some room. Boudreau has that roll in and out. Lowry gets the board. Ekabugazi. Travel called.
Nice help there on Matheson. She knew she wasn't going to get good position in help side, so all she did was turn a little bit and force her to go underneath the rim for a tough shot. And fortunately, they weren't able to capitalize going the other way, but a good play by her.
Tapped up by Lowry. Boudreau escapes. Jumper. Bouncing high up in the air. Strebel gets there, uncontested.
I'm surprised Farquhar didn't go up for that as well, because I'm sure she would have came up with it.
The Blues have doubled their offensive output so far in this 7 minutes. Unfortunately, they trail by more than they started the quarter with, partially due to Thunder West, but Marchowski's in alone, and she lays it up.
That's way too easy. Good recognition there from the Blues. Just threw it up knowing that they had 2 Blues behind the white jerseys. All they had to do was send it.
Fire wagon basketball here. Lowry has that one knocked out of her hands and a foul called. She'll go to the line for 2.
So we're going to take a look at that foul here.
On the replay, didn't look as bad a foul as it did live.
No.
Could have been a wash. Lowry hits the first. Lowry's burned her opponents on back cuts a few times.
Yeah, she's a smart player, makes good reads off her defender. And like I said before, she is deceptively quick. So she's able to make those reads and make a decision right away and get open.
So the lead is 20. That's a dangerous pass. Arvin steals.
Arvin very good at that.
Thunder West. Oh, that was close. Put back Matheson.
She adds such a different dynamic when she's on the floor for the Kodiaks. Just that little bit of size, add for the help side, and just for boards as well.
Ford moving around, foul called. So the foul on Matheson will be on the baseline for the Blues. As I've mentioned, have really picked it up this quarter, but have allowed a lot the other way.
Yeah, their offense has gotten better, but defense still struggling.
Marchowski trying to step through. Monks gets there. Out of bounds called, so it'll stay with Dawson. 14 on the shot clock. Blues need to put together a few good plays here, otherwise Lethbridge could really put the hurt on him. Farquhar working the steps and finds the right-hand side.
Seen that a couple times from her this tournament. She has such long strides that she's able to use her pivot very effectively to get herself some space.
Strebel, it opens up for her, and she's fouled. Dawson wanted to travel as Boudreau was making the motion for it, but no dice. Strebel will go to the line. She had lots of room to maneuver in there. She hits the first. Two for two. 58-36, under 2 to play in the quarter. Boudreau Ford quickly into the post. Double team comes. Swinging around, batted away by Sunder West. Strebel.
2-on-1 if she hurries.
Right there. Is able to play off Sry and convert. It's a 24-point lead, the biggest of the game for Lethbridge. Sry. Oisu. Over to Ford.
Tough.
And we'll go down to the baseline.
Tried to poke it out from behind and just a little bit too much contact.
So the Blues have it on the baseline. 3 team fouls on each team. Oisu, Boudreau, step back, long two.
That was a nice looking shot.
Oisu, no control established. She's really working that pivot. Whoa! A lot going on.
Oh my
Nothing
goodness.
called. As the referees just let it play.
I think she took 4 steps there.
Well, she traveled quite a distance.
Let's take a look at that again.
As the referees just let it go, they had to blow this one dead way before. Either call a foul, a jump, or a travel.
Travel.
And then she swung the free arm. Either way, the referee has to take control before that happens. As you saw, emotions flaring up. Kodiaks turned the ball over. You wouldn't be able to tell this is a 24-point game.
No, not at all. And I mean, credit to the Blues. They are fighting in this one to stay alive.
Sry. Boudreau, pass tapped up against Strebel with a nice spin, and Sunder West is in. And another layup. Sunder West has 22 points.
Wow, she has just been offensively and defensively fantastic.
Sry, baseline. And one! Sry able to find some room.
Yeah, unfortunately the help wasn't there in time, and Sunder West tried to make a stop from behind the play, and it's only her first foul, so I mean, I wish she would have fouled a little bit harder, not allowing that and one, but only her first, not a horrible thing to have happened.
Sry as that one bounced out, offensive board, and the Blues will be going back to the free throw line. Karen yelling box out to his team.
Yeah, gotta get a body.
And Eza will sub back in.
Farquhar dangerous under the hoop, as you know, you take a look at her, you can tell that she's just an absolute athlete when she came up with that board. You can't get into a jumping match with her, gotta hit a body and push her out.
Blues are in bonus. They likely won't be able to use it after this, as there are only 23 seconds left. But the way this has been going, there could be 3 more possessions. Strebel over to Monks. Hand off to West. She might pull from here. Who knows? She will. Oh, didn't miss by much.
Nice rebound.
And whistle blows. Jump ball. It'll be Blues ball. 8.4 to play in the quarter. Blues need to put this within 20, you figure, here with the basket. Vanessa slicing through. Good hands by West. She'll put it up. And didn't miss by much, just a foot to the right.
Could have used one more dribble in there, actually had a little bit more time. I think she might have shot that off her wrong foot as well.
In any event, she didn't miss by much, 62-40. The Blues coming alive for a 24-point quarter. The problem is Lethbridge had a 30-point quarter.
And 30-point quarter. That is just insane.
There's lots to show you on the highlight films, but we're in with Trevor Williams and the Dawson huddle. We'll switch it over to Karen.
Now, listen up. I've got 3 timeouts I've been saving for rest. So we're going to rest. Every 2-3 minutes, I'm going to call a timeout. Got it? All right? Now, listen up. Listen up.
So Karen telling his team they're going to use those timeouts they have to give themselves some rest. They have a big lead, 22 points, but stranger things have happened, and with their intensity, the Blues could always come back.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to.
No foul.
You have to start this quarter thinking it's 0-0. You cannot rely on that lead like they did yesterday. Had a 19-point lead, and they came back. So Kodiaks have to go into this quarter 0-0, being absolutely relentless like they've been to hang on to this lead, because Dawson is not going to go quietly. That is for sure.
If there's any extra motivation needed, the tables holding the medals and all of the goodies that these two teams have earned are being rolled out in preparation at the end of this 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes of this season. Lowry, a monster screen, layup short, Monks faked, picks up her dribble, and a turnover. Oisu will pull it back, Sry, back to Oisu, into the post. Ooh, travel. I thought they were gonna.
And you know, on that screen, I mean, it was a clean screen by Lowry. She just held her ground, but Dawson has to be communicating. You have to let your teammates know that that's coming, because you turn and hit that at a wrong angle, that can cause some damage.
West. Arbin. Over to Monks. Hands it off again. Taking a lot of clock here. West. Ooh. Deep shot off the glass.
Somehow found rim, not to.
Farquhar's able to wrestle it free. Sry. Ford. Oisu. Farquhar, nice
cut.
20-point game, 9 to play. Dawson probably going to have to up this press sooner or later.
Yeah, which is tough. They're looking a little bit fatigued as well. Just looking at the face of Farquhar. She's tired.
Well, with the flight, 2 games in 2 days, it can be tiring. Not to mention a time zone change. Lee has to put that one up. Shot clock violation.
Good defensive possessions here by Dawson. 2 at the buzzer shots for Lethbridge. They're going to have to figure something out and get a couple better looks.
Those long possessions, though, don't hurt the Kodiaks yet, as the Blues are about 2 runs away. They're going to have to get over half.
Yeah, that was close.
Awfully close. Aneza to Ford, good switch. Getting farther away from the basket. Aneza is going to have to put one up.
Good
Floater.
Help. Good help.
Marchowski.
Oh.
Extra pass. The buzzer for the shot clock didn't go. The referee had to whistle it dead.
Yeah, it was, I think they thought it hit the rim, but it didn't. And even on the rebound, the putback, no rim on that either. So a correct call there by the ref.
Timeout called by Dawson Blues coach Trevor Williams. They have 1 left. The Kodiaks have 3 remaining.
8 minutes, guys. We're up by 20. We can win this. All right? All we got to do is be smart. Now.
Doesn't come. You have to push the ball.
Just go. Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're trying to transition.
That's it.
The Dawson Blues are going to have to start really pushing the pace here. And as you can tell, transition, they're going to have to send people as soon as the shot goes up and try to get some easy baskets that way to chip away. They can't have long possessions.
And you'd have to think the Kodiaks are going to be aware of that, sending a lot back to try and deter any sort of transition. They want to slow it down. Every time they get a possession, try and use up some clock. What they don't want is to get into a foot race at this point in the game.
Lee. Directing traffic. Into Monks. Monks gonna take in her man one-on-one. She passes off to Arbin. Marchowski now as Arbin seals over to Lowry. Lowry. A monster block by Ford, who wasn't able to keep herself in bounds, and Lowry smiles as she got stuffed.
Let's see that block again. A nice deal by Arbin, and Ford, beautiful block, no doubt there.
Timed the steps perfectly. Arbin into Monks. Monks has it tapped out, again by Ford. Ooh. Monks.
Wow.
A prayer, Hail Mary.
And it was a 3. Holy.
A monster 3, as that was quite lucky as it went off the very tippy top of the backboard and fell through the cylinder.
Got really close to the shot clock as well.
Sure did. It's now 23 points the lead. Uisu providing the trouble. Lowry behind the back dribble. Arbin hits it. Amy Arbin.
She has had a hell of a game.
Arbin is able to knock down that pass. Out of bounds. The Blues will have it under 7 to play at 68-42. The Lethbridge Kodiaks 64-2 over their last 3 seasons. They went undefeated through regular competition last year, but had a mishap in the ACAC Provincials as Farquhar turnaround jumper. And their mantra's been unfinished business this year. And it certainly looks like in this one that the pieces are finally falling in place. Arbin over to Lowry. Sunder West wide open.
Ooh.
But blocked though. Try. Somehow it falls into the lap of Logan
That's too
Monks.
bad. A nice touch for the Blues, you know, trying to get a stop, and they finally get a little bit of a break, and it just lands right in the hands of the Kodiaks.
Sry, a couple of nice crossovers there to create some space. It will remain Dawson basketball as Boudreau checks back in.
Wow, this game has really gotten a little bit out of hand. Score by 70-42. Kodiaks lead the Blues.
Lethbridge has really put their foot to the pedal here in the second half, scoring-wise.
Well, as I've mentioned
As
before,
Strebel intercepts.
at the ACAC Provincials last year, I commentated, and they were in the bronze. They didn't play very well in the semi and lost out.
Lee, wide open layup.
They shot the ball better than any team I had ever seen in that bronze medal game, shooting 75% at half.
Our Monks nearly missed. Sorry to interrupt.
And I don't think that changed throughout the rest of the game, but it was absolute insanity, and they are just so confident shooting from anywhere, and I really do think that stems from Coach Karen to having faith in them, giving them the green light. You know, when you do that, you take some bad shots because the girls are, you know, they're feeling it, they're going to take it, but at the same time, I think on this team, the pros outweigh the cons almost every time.
Ineza now. It's a both. She's had 11 on her game, and she's been solid. Carrying the mail for the Blues in the one spot as Ford subs off. Sunder West, 22 points and some monster threes as well. Even with Farquhar guarding her. Lead pass to Strebel. Lowry gets there. She picks up the ball, tries the putback, no good. Strebel saves. 5 on the clock. There was no reset. Monks, Strebel again, an offensive board. Nice find to Lowry. They'll kick it out now. Strebel, this would hurt. It's not close though. Up the floor now, Boudreau. Inside, Uisu got all clogged up, and that's a hard smack as it will go the Lethbridge Kodiaks way. Uisu with the foul.
One thing that Coach Williams talked about is transitioning, but it's very hard to transition when the Kodiaks score almost every offensive play. So it makes it very tough for them to get down the floor and actually run something transition-wise when they're not able to get a stop.
Strebel. Watched closely by Barouette. Hands off and intercepted there as Hagee is checked in for the game for Lethbridge. Oisu. Boudreau. Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Leonie Boudreau. Up to Monks. Lead pass for Hagee. Give and go.
Oh, the simple things in basketball, and it kind of an accidental give and go, but beautiful nonetheless.
Lead pass for Neza. Kicks it out. Oisu, extra, Boudreau, back to back. Oh, looked good for a second. Neza. Leaner, no good. And Lowry the only one there. 4 minutes to play. And the Kodiaks, barring something surprising, by surprising I mean very surprising, should hang on as Lowry goes in and scores. Emma Lowry, another solid game. 8 points on the sheet. She was player of the game yesterday for the Kodiaks. As they turn over the basketball, and Dawson will get it back. Marchowski checking in, as well as Matheson and Ekobugazi for the Kodiaks.
And this is a tough time in the game if you're the Dawson Blues. You got less than 4 minutes, down just about 30 points. You know you're probably not coming back, and but you got to keep playing through it. You got to fight as best you can, but it is a little bit disheartening to look up at that scoreboard and know that it's most likely out of reach.
Kodiaks have 2 timeouts remaining. We'll listen in to Brad Karen.
Let's run loop for Shaq once. Okay, loop for Shaq. Now, if you don't get it, kick it back out. Got it? And then the next time down, we're going to run wheel. We're going to run wheel the next time down. Got it? Okay? So, right now, is it our ball? Is it theirs? We just scored, didn't we? Okay. All right. Okay, what are we running on the sideline play? Okay, all right. So we're gonna run, what are we running first? Loop? Yeah. Loop for Shaq, all right? Okay, Leah? Good screen.
Our host, CJ, talked to Brad Karen earlier this tournament, and he asked him about how it's an ongoing conversation in the huddle. It's not complete direction.
Love that.
He asks his players what they want to run. He asks them what they're going to run sideline and out of bounds, and you can just tell the amount of trust they have in each other, the team and the coach.
Still holds the veto if need be, but I do love that he asks them and makes them a part of a conversation.
Hagee gets her first 2 points of the game as Lowry gets back, and it'd be awfully close to the bleachers.
Yeah, a little bit scary as both of them kind of go flying into the front row.
They were able to collect their balance. Neza for 3, off the front half of the rim for Boudreau. Ekobugazi escapes, and Matheson's got a clear lane in front of her, and a good contest by Oisu. No free lunch for Matheson.
Lethbridge getting in some girls that haven't played any minutes, giving them a chance to play in this championship game.
The last time out by the Dawson Blues here, as it was Rebecca Lowry about to check in the first year for the Kodiaks.
And like I said before, 2 young teams in this championship game. No 5th years on either squad.
You got to create. You got to penetrate. They're going to come. Then you can kick in and make a pass, make a shot. Transition, yes, I don't mind, on the first pass on transition. But if they're set, you got to penetrate. Penetrate and make plays for your teammates. Let's go.
You know, I said it at the beginning of this tournament after Lethbridge played that they were going to be dangerous throughout this week, and I didn't want to, you know, play a bias or pick a winner, but you know, I think if I had put a bet on this tournament, I would have put it on them.
They blitzkrieged Douglas College Royals to the tune of 99 points to the Royals 44. They then escaped against the number 2 ranked Montmorency in the 2-3 matchup. And now the Dawson Blues, who had their end of the bracket cleared up as the Utes beat the Humber Hawks. They beat the Holland Hurricanes. They beat the NAIT as play continues. Looked like it was going to be out of bounds.
3-on-1.
They've stuck with it, and now they'll have to stick with it for the next 2:45 as Anenza drives, trying to draw a foul. Lowry gets there to collect the rebound, and they've really played hard, and they've impressed me with how they've come out. I mean, it was a ruckus crowd they had to face against the NAIT Ukes, and they came out and really stifled the Ukes shooting attempts. Farquhar doesn't quite get that one to lay in.
Yeah, Dawson has had an absolutely fantastic tournament. I think they surprised a lot of people here this week, and unfortunately, you know, it wasn't quite the championship game they were hoping for, but they had a fantastic week. They really did.
Hergott checks in for the Kodiaks, as well as Vienna Tamanen. So as many Lethbridge Kodiaks as Brad Karen can get to experience this gold medal win, he will get. Scoop pass out of bounds. Will go Lethbridge's way. 2:15 left.
I love that he put them in, you know, with at least some game left. Sometimes you get them in with 30 seconds or a minute to go, and it's not always the best for the girl going in at the same time. But they came in with about 3 minutes, and you know, they'll get some time.
Aneza for 3. Oh, in and out. There's been lots of those for Dawson, where if the ball had just been a couple millimeters left, millimeters right, could have been a lot closer.
Game of inches.
Little things always matter in the most important of games, and those millimeters and inches all culminating.
Nice board.
As Farquhar puts that one back. So we're going to put 2 minutes back on the clock after every made basket with under 2. The clock will stop, and Karen will call timeout. He still has 1 left, but as he mentioned earlier in this quarter, he will likely use them just to give his team a little rest, as they have a 30-point cushion.
Brian, you're right there. Guard, you're right here. Janan, you're here. One goes here, one goes here. This one takes off. Curl to the middle, give her the ball, and then go. Then a handoff. Then you get off and go. Got it? Let's break the press. Got it? All right, then we would get down and run wheel. Okay, here we go.
Another thing too, if you watch the Dawson bench,
let's go.
They're getting up, they're celebrating, and they're still in it. They're still cheering on their teammates, even though they know how the outcome of this game is going to come, and that takes a lot of heart.
The Dawson Blues lost to Montmorency in the RSEQ final. But Montmorency has been very vocal in this game, cheering on their provincial allies in this case. As the Blues have, as I mentioned, stuck to it. Marchowski as that one slip off her fingertips. Dangerous pass. Hergott in pursuit.
Good hustle.
stays in bounds.
Wow, what a pass.
What a rifle there.
Jeez.
And a nice layup by Owisu.
She's got an arm.
Up the right-hand side. And another steal. Boudreau. Behind the back dribble. Extra. Marchowski. Again off the rim. And Strebel will escape. It's an awkward spot to slow it down right in the Hoops logo.
Need to get some movement here.
Tamminen doing a lot of dribbling. That was off the close over and back as Marchowski will lay that in with the left hand. Marchowski, 14 points. She's picked up a lot here in this last quarter. Tamminen over to Strebel. Ball fake.
Nice
inside.
Nice cut.
And that's
good find. Jacqueline
Heggie, the third year.
Under a minute to play here in the national final. 81-53.
Leaner. Gonna go glass. No good. Tamminen. And Enza fighting for it. Or excuse me. And she earns. And the ref does not call the and one. As excuse me, that was Scantlebury with the good hands. I thought the ref was gonna let that one go for a continuation, considering the circumstances. No dice. 40 seconds left. Farquhar, nice find. Marchowski, back cut. Swinging it around, Strebel. Over to Tamminen. Tamminen needs to get a handle on the rock. Marchowski bringing up a lot of points here. As Lethbridge is trying to salt this one away as best they can. And it wouldn't be a Lethbridge Kodiak game. Strebel didn't hit the floor a few times and fulfilling her quota. She gets hit hard. As you can see here on the replay, Marchowski gets her. Nice find all alone for the layup. No good. Tapped up. 5 seconds to play. They'll pop that one off the nose of the rim, and the Lethbridge Kodiaks are your national champions. 81-57 the final. The Kodiaks played a decisive game today, and they truly earned the title.
Wow, what a tournament for the Kodiaks. What an absolute tournament did they play. They were so good. They were just absolutely relentless. Every time they stepped on the floor, you could just feel how bad they wanted to win this.
For this team, it's been a lot of the core for a couple years now.
And same core again next year. They are just dangerous.
As we'll line up quickly here. The Blues all holding each other in solidarity for their fine tournament. And although it hurts now, a silver medal at Nationals is an astonishing achievement.
Absolutely incredible. Even getting to this tournament, you know, is incredible, and the fact that they made it all the way to the gold medal game, and you know, unfortunately, they came up against a Kodiaks team that I don't think was losing to anybody this week.
Marchowski earns player of the game.
For the Kodiaks, number 23, Amy Arvin.
Amy Arvin.
I love that. I love that. Not the top scorer, but wow, did she play so well. So many key steals and passes. She had an incredible game.
She's a real thorn out there. Tough to play against. You know, when the ball's in flight, she's always there right on you.
And athletic enough, quick enough, long enough that she's able to, you know, make those reads and then make something happen out of it as well.
So now we're going to have the medal ceremonies for the silver medalist Dawson Blues and the gold medalist Lethbridge Kodiaks. This has been a great event here, hosted by the NAIT here in Edmonton, Alberta. 13-game tournament. It's been a real treat to call, a treat to watch, to see so many young women put athletics top of mind for a little while and really duke it out against the nation's top competition.
And duke it out is exactly right, because a lot of these games were, their percentage of shooting was quite low, and so whoever wanted to win was the team that was willing to grind it out, and so many of these games were just absolute battles. These women sacrifice their bodies every single minute they're on the floor, and that's exactly what this tournament is about. That's what playoff basketball is about, and it was such a treat being a part of it and getting to watch all of these fantastic athletes put it all out there.
Smiles ear to ear for the Kodiaks.
An undefeated season.
A perfect season.
My goodness, an undefeated season. Not many players can say that they went an undefeated season and won a national championship. That's pretty special.
So we're just waiting here for everything to get set up, as we'll shake hands and just fill a bit of time before we can hand out some medals. For the Blues, they won silver in their provincial title, and it hurts having the matching color. But for now, let's look at the highlights of this exciting gold medal match. It was fire wagon basketball for a little while.
Sunder West, some absolutely huge three-pointers that game in key moments to start the second half. She really set the precedent with that with that deep three. And I mean, like I said, it's a pick your poison with this Kodiaks team. You decide to key on Sunder, Arbin goes off. You key on Arbin, Lowry goes off. You key on Lowry, Monks goes off. So it's such a balanced attack and a tough team to stop, obviously, as they came out of the season perfect.
Sunder West again was able to find Striebel there for that great 2-on-1. It's down the stretch. There were too many plays that broke the camel's back for the Blues, as the rest of the teams now outside us are filling the court as we're just about to get underway. As you can see, Monks, a turnaround shot that finally went up and off the backboard and in. Sunder West again, and Monks there as well. So truly a terrific game to be proud of for the Lethbridge Kodiaks and Dawson Blues, as now the court is packed with players. So everybody trying to get sorted out here.
And you know, just a shout out to all the volunteers and everybody that has been working this tournament. It has been absolutely fantastic being a part of it, and everyone that's been here from 7 in the morning till 11 at night for the last week or more. You know, it just kudos to you, and thank you so much for putting on such a fantastic nationals tournament, for making it special for all the athletes and coaches involved.
Absolutely. And for much of our broadcast here, not just today, but Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, has been student-led, yourself and myself, but mainly the people in the truck, our replay guys, camera operators, everybody just putting in the time and the effort here, gaining that experience, while all culminating in a terrific tournament and a terrific display that reflects greatly on the CCAA and the teams representing their schools.
Ladies and gentlemen, to begin the activities,
let's join the in-house presentation.
Leanne Nguyen.
First off, on behalf of the CCAA, I'd like to congratulate all the athletes, the coaches, your therapy, for a great weekend. It's been a great 3 days of competition, and you should all be proud of yourselves. So I'd like everyone to give a big round of applause for all the athletes. Au nom de l'ACAC, j'aimerais prendre le temps de vraiment féliciter tous les joueurs, les joueuses, je m'excuse, et les entraîneurs pour un bon 3 jours de compétition. Alors, merci à du bon compétition et merci à vous autres pour les 3 journées. I'd like to take the time to thank the officials, Reg and his group. I'd like to thank all the volunteers who were headed by the hosting committee and was organized by Linda and Greg. Thank you very much. And all of the NAIT people. It's been a great 3 days. Thank you for all your hard work. I'd also like to thank our local and national sponsors for their new and continued support of the CCAA Championships. In particular, I'd like to recognize Sports Canada, Wilson, Adidas, Big Kahuna, Jostens, Participation, Veribune Medical Supply, and Crossover. Congratulations to all of you. Félicitations.
Thank you, Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, players and coaches, in a year from now, the best college teams will gather once again to contest the 2018 CCAA Women's Basketball Championships. The championships will be hosted by Mount Allison University of the Atlantic Colleges Athletic Association. Please welcome Athletics Manager Marcel Dupuis to accept the 2018 CCAA host banner from CCAA President Lee Goldie. NAIT wishes you good luck and good weather for hosting in 2018. We know the fans and players will experience the best of maritime hospitality next season. It's now time to announce the championship all-star team. So please welcome our presenting party, NAIT's Director of Athletics, Linda Henderson, and from Big Kahuna, Jared Penner. Big Kahuna is a tournament title sponsor as well as CCAA sponsor, and we thank them for their support of college sport. We would ask those selected to the all-star tournament team to remain up in front for a group photo. Here are your selections for second team all-stars. From Dawson, number 6, Sorrel Iniza. From Humber, number 5, Alina Domingo. From Montmorency, number 9, Andrea Torres. From Douglas College, number 23, Rachel Beauchamp. And from MSVU, number 5, Maddie Hiscock. Congratulations, ladies. Here are your first team All-Stars. From Lethbridge, number 10, Logan Monks. From Dawson, number 7, Tamara Farkar. From Lethbridge, number 22, Emma Lowry. From Humber, number 24, CJ Nofuente. And from NAIT, number 15, Tori Hill. Congratulations, ladies. The 2017 CCAA Women's Basketball Championship Most Valuable Player is from the Lethbridge Kodiaks, number 8, Sunder West. Congratulations, ladies. Could you please assemble in front of the backdrop for a group photo? Thank you, Linda and Jerry. The Fair Play Award will be presented next, and so we would ask CABO officials, assigners Ray Jukes, John McFarland, and Jake Steinbrenner to come forward and make the presentation to the team captains from the NAIT Ooks. Congratulations, Nate, and thank you, Reg. It's now time to hand out some medals, and so we would ask CCAA President Lee Goldie and CCAA Women's Basketball Convener Mayan Nguyen to join us up front to make the presentations. They will be assisted by organizing committee members Ruth Thongi, Krista Grayovac, and Sebastian Cava. Now introducing your CCAA bronze medalists, the Humber Hawks. Number 3, Felicia Velasquez. Number 4, Tristan Boyington. Number 5, Alina Domingo. Number 6, Anna Jacobs. Number 7, Choma Oruyua. Number 8, Chanel Lamzell Brown. Number 10, Leticia Lopez. Number 11, Jill Semple. Number 12, Stephanie Antwi. Number 13, Mia Campbell Johnson. Number 14, Amber Bouchard. Number 15, Atissa Kronk. Number 20, Beryl Meffel. Number 22, Jana Rampersad. Number 23, Greta Beals. Number 24, CJ Nofuente. Head coach, AJ Sharma. Assistant coaches, Kern Lewis. Kingsley Hudson. Aisha Hamau. Therapist and medical staff, Nicholas Gray. and Caitlin Watts. Your bronze medalists, the Humber Hawks. And your silver medalists, the Dawson Blues. Number 5, Kiana Scantlebury. Number 6, Sorel Aniza. Number 7, Tamara Farkar. Number 8, Natasha Bobwa. Number 10, Leonie Boudreau. Number 11, Dahomey Forges. Number 12, Sarah Escongola Biango. Number 13, Mary Bedouette. Number 14, Eleanor Marshashevsky. Number 15, Oceane Kwanku. Number 22, Nelly Agusu. Number 23, Van Leet Schrei. Number 24, Alexandra Gotts. Head coach, Trevor Williams. Assistant coaches, Farid Charles. Stephanie Bergeron. Therapist and medical staff, Jared and Nicole Griffith. Michelle Beckles. And manager, Wanda Kagan. Your silver medalists, the Dawson Blues. Join me now in congratulating your 2017 CCAA Women's Basketball Champions, the Lethbridge Kodiaks. Number 23, Amy Arbin. And number 3, Janan Daka. Number 6, Leah Akubaski. Number 5, Jacqueline Heggie. Number 8, Sunder West. Number 21, Brianne Hergot. Number 7, Amanda Lee. Number 22, Emma Lowry. Number 14, Rebecca Lowry. Number 15, Shayna Matheson. Number 10, Logan Monks. Number 9, Shantaya Strebel. Number 13, Vienna Tamanin. Hannah Strebel. Head coach, Brad Cameron. Assistant coaches, Deanna Dotz. John Lowry. Ali Cameron. And therapist, Curtis Arsenal. It's now time to hand out some hardware. So we'd ask the captains of the 2017 CCAA Women's Basketball Champion Lethbridge Kodiaks to come forward to receive the trophy and banner symbolizing their Canadian college basketball supremacy. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 CCAA Women's Basketball Champions, the Lethbridge Kodiaks. Congratulations, Lethbridge, and thank you, Mayan and Lee. We ask all medal teams to have their photos taken prior to departing. On behalf of the CCAA, ACAC, and NAIT, we'd like to thank you for all your attending these championships and have a safe journey back home. Good night.
So that was the wrapping up ceremony of this CCAA Nationals Tournament for 2017, as we saw the all tournament teams named, some hardware handed out, some medals, and all around now the banner ceremony for Lethbridge.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sure you're pretty sick of Michael and myself.
Well, yeah. I know I am.
Yeah, I know. I'm sick of you too. Get out of here. But thank you so much for joining us. This has been an absolutely incredible tournament. If you watched all week, I'm sure you were just as excited watching as we were. So thank you so much.
Lethbridge Kodiaks are your gold medal champs for the 2016-2017 season. The Dawson Blues will claim the silver. 81-54, the Kodiaks win. Closing off our 13-team tournament. I'm Michael Menzies, joined by Kier Alliance. It's been an absolute pleasure. So long.